Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Andy Donnachie, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the CPD Group. So today I'm here to talk to you about CPD and how that is relatable to the landscaping services industry. So what is CPD? We hear the terminology bandied around all the time. So continuing professional development. Okay, it can be defined as learning experiences that supports an individual's professional development while maintaining or expanding upon their knowledge, skills and understanding within their area of expertise, supporting them to continue to be effective in their role. So CPD kind of comes in two main forms. People refer to, firstly, formal CPD. This is the more traditional stuff that we're all familiar with, classroom training courses, e-learning courses, etc. The more structured approach to training. And then we have informal CPD. This is more self-directed. So this is people listening to podcasts, reading industry-related articles, things like that to keep themselves up to date of new changes within their chosen field. Okay, so what is CPD for? It's about sharpening your current skill set while also building upon that skill set, learning new skills, knowledge, behaviors, and also helps people to support and perform effectively within their jobs. Okay. It helps fill identified skills gaps. It helps people to expand upon their role, take on new duties within their role if they're looking potentially for promotion or even if they're looking to change career entirely. CPD comes in a lot of different forms, okay? So we've touched upon it, traditional classroom courses, but we think at the CPD Group that all forms of information sharing should be recognized in the same way. So everything down to academic journals, articles, related kind of media that are reflective of the industry. We accredit all different types of CPD and again recognize it all in the same way. If information is being shared, we believe it should be recognized. So who are the CPD Group? Okay, so we are the UK's leading CPD accreditation service. We offer a range of services, all related to the delivery of CPD. So we here accredit all different forms of training, CPD provision, to make sure that people are able to evidence and recognize their CPD so that they can actually perform it and deliver it and evidence it to whoever they need to, whether that be their employer or professional body. We have a clear mission, and that is to improve the standards of CPD across the world. We think to support the development and promotion of high-quality educational opportunities and support professional progression and personal and social development. That is our vision. And we're very clear on our mission, and we really are trying to make a difference in the world of CPD. So how do we do that? Okay, we believe in stripping it right back to basics. We work with CPD providers, look at them to make sure they've got all the fundamental elements in place as a reputable CPD provider should. We then look at the courses, the training provision that these organizations offer, and we scrutinize those against our accredited frameworks, which I'll touch upon in a moment, to make sure that the standards that they're delivering are fit for purpose and suitable for the industry that they're delivering to. We accredit everything from webinars to podcasts and publications and make sure, again, as I said, that everything is recognized in the same way. We scrutinize individual trainers, making sure that they're not just qualified in their area of specialism, but they're also proficient as educators at the same time. We accredit events. You may notice today's event is accredited by ourselves. There are boards outside each of the seminar halls where there's a QR code that you're able to scan and download a certificate to evidence the fact that you've been at the seminars, at the events over the next couple of days. We also offer employer accreditation. This is an employer demonstrating their commitment to CPD, showing to potential employees that they are committed to their future. They are going to invest in them. They're going to invest in their personal and professional development. So we use, as I mentioned, our accredited frameworks. This is the benchmark. This is our international frameworks that we measure all CPD activities against to ensure standards are maintained, and it gives a universal standard to everything that we put our accreditation stamp to. Our accreditation framework covers everything from the accessibility for those people in the public that may have additional needs, all the way through to the content of all the particular CPDs that we're presented with, making sure as well that the assessment of these CPD activities makes sure that the learners are gaining the knowledge that they're supposed to from when they take part in the course, and ultimately that these courses are value for money. So in preparation for today, I started looking into the landscaping industry itself, and I noted it was worth, in 2022, £5.5 billion. So that is a major contribution to the overall UK economy. It shows as well with the research I was looking at that there is projected growth over the next 3 years, which means employers must be prepared to take advantage of this projected growth. So this led me on to looking at the challenges that were faced by the industry as well. The Landscape Institute published the Skills for Greener Places in December 22. And this was a result of an in-depth research project taken part in by a few members of who are in the room today, and I'm sure a lot of organisations that you'll recognise up there. And some of the key findings that came out of that is one of them being that the UK has a major green skills gap, which are inhibiting its ability to deliver against its plans for local climate adaptation and nature recovery. Over 50% of businesses in the sector have hard to fill vacancies. The businesses are having to turn down contracts to make places greener. Skills gaps exist across all parts of the UK, but particularly acute in the public sector and outside of large cities. The workforce is older and whiter than the UK average. An ageing workforce will make skill shortages worse in the medium term. So where are the next generation of employees? Where's the workforce coming from? So going back to the Landscape Institute's research, it shows that 60% of the new income of workforce is coming through the higher education system. That in itself is great. They come in with a great from a great educational standpoint, but they are inexperienced, which only lends itself to the growing skills gap. So CPD has a major role to play here. So not only will it be able to help identify the skills gap, employers need to see their internal skills gap, engage with a high quality CPD provider that hold an accreditation mark like our own to offer assurances that they have been vetted, they have been scrutinized, and they are offering a quality service. When you're investing as an employer in your staff CPD, it's essential that you're getting value for money as well as a top educational experience for those people that you are sending to these courses. And that can only help to close the skills gap. So CPD's role as well is about helping people to retain the good members of staff that they have on board. They want to keep these members of staff. So if you're able to say to your employees, I'm willing to invest in you, we're going to put you into professional development opportunities to help keep you on board, to help you develop as an individual. Okay, employee retention is so important. It's about making sure that you don't have to waste a lot of time and money on expensive recruitment campaigns, which can have a negative impact on your business outcomes. So I was looking again into the Landscape Institute. Not only when you're investing in your staff are you investing in their personal professional development, but they also have professional obligations if they are members of institutes such as the Landscape Institute. People in the higher education, which we've seen are the people that are coming into the workforce, they're encouraged to take part and engage with organisations such as these guys. And they have an obligation to commit 25 hours of CPD to make sure that they are keeping up with the trends, keeping up with all of the different information that's going on in their particular industry. They have to commit 10 hours of formal learning that we looked at, so those more traditional classroom-based courses where they are gaining a solid education of new things that are happening in their industry. They have to commit 5 hours related to climate, sustainability, resilience, and environmental and biodiversity net gain. So it's really important that employers prepare to take advantage of the growth that's projected across the next few years in the industry. And investing in your staff and in CPD is a way to do that. It's really important that everybody takes CPD seriously, invest in your staff, and make sure that you continue to grow along with the industry. Okay, we are here all day today and all day tomorrow, and we are on stand D52. If anybody has any questions regarding CPD or CPD accreditation, please come and speak to us. And again, please take advantage of the QR codes on all of the boards. Scan that to gain your certificate for being in attendance of all of the seminars here at the Landscape Show. Okay, well, thank you very much. That's me finished, short and sweet. But again, if you have any questions about CPD, please do come and talk to us. We're here all the time and we're happy to talk to you. All right, thanks very much.